If you're looking for the perfect location for your next property investment in regional New South Wales, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 top things you need to be doing when you're doing your market research in finding the great property for you. So stay tuned. There are a couple of things that you need to do before you actually start doing all your market research. First of all is making sure that you're buyer ready. It's no use going and looking at properties and doing all the research and you haven't got your finance approved. You don't even know the price range that you're able to spend up to. You haven't got, your professional team behind you. These are things that you want to have done and have all ready to go the moment that you find the property. The second thing that you need to do before you actually start your market research is, do you have a strategy in mind? It's no use going and looking aimlessly at property after property and you don't actually know what you actually want to achieve from it. Are you looking for a renovation property? Are you looking for a splitter block? Is it something that you can develop? There's so many different ways you can actually make money from real estate. Or it could be you just want to buy a home that's in a good area, that's going to have a bit of capital growth, neutrally geared, and that's the type of property. So making sure that you're buyer ready and you actually have your buying strategy planned out before you start these 5 things is one of the most important things that you can do. Welcome to my channel. I'm Karen Kelly. I'm a buyer's advocate and I actually help property investors invest in regional New South Wales. My aim is to make the buying process as smooth and easy as possible. If you want to know more or you want to reach out to find out more, I'll leave a link below where you can contact me. Otherwise, please hit the subscribe, the like, and the bell notification just so I know I'm on the right track with the information I'm giving you, and I'll be able to send you the latest videos as they come out weekly. If you stay to the end of the video, I'm going to give you a few free tools that you can actually use to go away and do your market research so you actually know what the growth has been over the last few years. Why should we be investing in regional areas compared to the cities? First of all, it's a lower price point. So that means we need less deposit and that means less stamp duty. So it makes it more easier for affordable for people to get into it. It's hard to actually come up with the deposit and the serviceability if you're going into a capital city and the average price point is $950,000 compared to some towns in regional or rural areas that can be anywhere from the low 200s up to the 500 mark. Again, this all comes down to your market research where to buy, but growth in some of these areas has been just as good or better than what our capital cities have had over the last 3 to 5 years. 2, research the regional town that you want to invest in. Become the local expert. Know more than the real estate agents, basically. Know what a 2-bedroom house or unit, right through to a 3, 4, 5-bedroom house or unit, townhouse, is currently on the market for, what it's actually been sold for, how many days it's been on the market. If you can, try and find out what price it was actually listed at originally and when it was sold, how much it was actually sold for. This will actually give you an indication, was there any discounting? Because sometimes agents in smaller towns can discount. So these are things that you need to know when you go in for your negotiations. The other thing is, once you've worked out what's currently for sale and what has sold, is also know what is the rental demand. What will a 2-bedroom unit get compared to a 2-bedroom house? And same for a 3-bedroom house, 3-bedroom townhouse, a 4-bed house. What is the rental return? Because these are little things that if you can find, say, a 3-bedroom house is worth, say, $350,000, where a 4-bedroom house is, say, worth $410,000, but the rent on a 3-bed is only getting you, for example, say $400 a week, where a 4-bedroom you might be getting $480. You might be able to try and find a property that has the ability to be able to make a 4th bedroom. So then you've increased the equity in your home, And the other thing is that you can actually increase the rent because you've got that fourth bedroom. So they're little things that when you're actually starting to research your market, you actually start to see, what are these different areas worth and what the return is. 3, research the local government area. Go onto the local council websites and actually start to see what development applications, which is your DA, and construction certificates have been approved. This will show you what new and up and coming developments, whether it could be housing, could be commercial, is actually happening in the town and the region and the council area. Also try and find any economic strategies that they may have, things that are going to boost the economy, and what ways the council is actually wanting to improve and increase the economics of the local area. Dubbo Regional Council is a really good example. If you're not sure what to actually look for, just go onto their site and actually start to learn the terminology if you're not 100% sure. What are their development applications, their construction certificates, right through to their economic strategies, their plans, their strategy plans for the region's future. It even shows their major employment sectors. And at the moment, I think construction is over 10% of the employment within the Dubbo Regional Council area. 4, now that you've started finding all of this information, create an area tracker. This is something that you can actually quickly put down that, say, we've gone to the township of Dubbo, just as an example. And within Dubbo, there might be 10 different suburbs or areas within the actual city limits. From here, you'll be able to put down what from units, townhouses and houses are, from the size of the bedrooms, say whether they're brick, weatherboard, new, established, and as much detail as you can put in it. And also go as far as have a sold list, ones that you've found, say in the last 12 months, because prices have just gone crazy in the last 12 months, I probably wouldn't go any further than that. 6 to 12 months of sold prices, what's currently on the market. If you can find out when it was listed, I'd put that there, and what the listing price is. This just gives you an idea how many days it's currently been on the market. Has the price dropped at all? And this will show what the area generally is doing. I know going to open homes and talking to agents, I've asked them, like in the last few months, interest rates have gone up. And I've asked them, has prices in the Dubbo area gone down? And the answer was no, but the days on market has got longer. So these are things that you need to know when you're doing your research, because then you can actually start to understand when you go to the stage of actually negotiating a price. Are people willing to come down on their price, or are they going to hold firm? They just might be prepared to say, wait another 2 weeks, 4 weeks for the house to sell. So these are all things that you need to put on your area tracker and be as detailed as you can, because at the end of the day, this is information that when you go to use it to, say, you find the property that you really like and it ticks all the boxes for your buying strategy, it's in your price range, that you can now go with confidence and actually go and negotiate on the right price for the property. And you'll actually know what it's worth, because you know what has been sold, what's currently on the market. You'll know just as much as real estate agents. 5, now this one everyone probably knows, and that is location, location, location. It doesn't matter whether you're buying in Sydney, in rural or regional New South Wales. Buying in a good area is vital for any investment property. First of all, we're going to rent properties out. If you're keeping it, you're going to be renting to a tenant. So if it's in an area that's a little bit less desirable, you're probably not going to get the best tenant there. So always make sure that it's in a good area. What do they say? You want the worst house in the best street. So try and find an area or a home that's actually got great street appeal. Make sure that it's not on a highway. So these are things that you actually want to make sure that it's not on, the busiest road out of town or coming into town. Also check on the council websites for flooding. Now that's been a major thing in recent months, or 2022, we've had major flooding. So these are things that you don't want to be buying in a flood zone. You can also try and find out whether it's in a bushfire area. and heritage listing. These are just a couple of things that you want to actually make sure that you know. And if you're not 100% sure, if the property is for sale, it'll have a contract in it. You can actually get the contract, send it through to your conveyancer and ask them to check it out. Say, look, is there anything in here that I should know about, particularly if it's one that you're thinking that this could be the right property for what you want to do. I said I was only giving 5 tips, but the last thing I just wanted to say is get to know your agents in the areas. Sometimes being, you can ring an agent, and I've done it before when I've been looking for myself personally. I've rung them and they've really shown no interest at all. But if you are buyer ready, you know how much you can spend, you've got your finance, and also keep in regular contact with them, because after a while they'll realise that this person is genuine and they really want to buy. They're not mucking me around and they're not a tire kicker. These 3 things will actually make you stand out above any other buyer, because they actually show that you're serious. I hope these 6 things will help you with your market research. Just remember to be buyer ready. Make sure you've got your finance approved. Make sure you've got your professional team ready to help you as soon as you've actually got that property that you think you want to start acting upon. And also have your buying strategy. If you need help with any of these things, please leave a comment below. I'd love to get in contact with you, or I'll leave a link below where you can actually reach out to me if you want. Now, I did promise you that I was going to give you a few free research tools. One's actually paid, and I'm going to leave it on the screen right at the end of this video for you to actually take a screenshot of. And happy research. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video.